like, it used to be bigger on me, but I think because I'm getting so muscular these days that it's like extra medium now. I just want to go on record real quick. Airplane girl, you know who you are. You have officially ruined my traveling experience. And I travel a lot these days for gaming. So some of you guys know about the Airplane Girl video that was previously up. This is the remix now. Let me just jump right to it, okay? So Airplane Girl, it's a very interesting story. A few years ago, I'm flying from Barbados back to Orlando by myself. And Barbados at the time was having a lot of construction done to its airport, so you had about 10 flights for one gate. So as I start walking to my gate, I think to myself, where's the prettiest girl in here? I'm gonna go sit next to her because I'm here like an hour early. I'm gonna go sit somewhere in the vicinity of a pretty girl. So you guys always hear me say, oh, this girl look good, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna let you be the judge this time, okay? Since this is the remix, we got pictures now, okay? Here we go. This is Airplane Girl. This is who I see as I'm walking through the terminal. I look up and I see this girl. So, okay, if I'm looking for a hot person to sit next to, that was a no-brainer. This is, yeah, this girl was really good looking. So I was thinking to myself, wow, what are the odds? Me just randomly thinking, where's the prettiest girl in here? Right in front of me, there was this girl that I was walking up to. So I sit down, and the chairs were in an L formation. So you have a row of chairs here and a row of chairs here. These chairs are facing this way and these chairs are facing that way. So I come and sit on the very end chair, and then she's sitting here. And she's sitting there playing with her phone. And she looks very, very unhappy. So by the time I sit down, I realize, like, I mean, I was gonna maybe try to talk to this girl, but she looks really ticked off at something. I don't know. So I sit down, reach in my pocket, take out my brand new iPod video. Now I'm talking, I ordered this iPod video the day it came out. And it was the black one. So I set the iPod down next to me, put in my headphones, reach into my bag, pull out my massage book. This is actually the very book that I reached into my bag and pulled out right here. I was my aunt's personal masseuse at the time. She worked at Bally's, she was a personal trainer there. She didn't want to spend $300 a week. So she made me learn how to do it. I don't walk around with the massage book pulling it out at airports hoping some innocent, unsuspecting girl will fall into my lap. Even though technically that's what happened. So I'm listening to my iPod for about 10 minutes, and then the instant I take one earphone out, I hear her say, "Is that the new video iPod?" Before she can get the word pod out of her mouth, I was like, right next to her. I was like, yes. Yes, this is the video iPod. Check out the quality. Look at the finish. You see the steel finish? Isn't it marvelous? So I'm like, look at the video quality on this thing. And I'm showing her a video, and she's like, meh, takes it and gives it back to me. And I'm just like, why would this girl ask about it? And then when I show her, seem suddenly uninterested. Odd. So now I'm sitting next to her and we're just talking, and she's like, so where are you flying back to? And I'm like, well, I'm flying back to Orlando, but my connecting flight stops off in Miami. And she's like, oh, I'm flying to Miami. I think we have the same flight. I'm like, oh, how coincidental. She was like, I hate this place, okay? There's flies everywhere. Disgusting guys kept hitting on me. Mosquitoes keep biting me. I cannot wait. You know what? I was supposed to be here for another day, but I called my agency and I was like, get me the heck out of here. I'm coming home now. I'm like, agency? You're a model? And she's like, yeah. Thinking to myself, I've always wanted to meet a model. So then she turns to me and she's like, listen, I need you to do me a huge favor, okay? She's like, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get on that plane. If you're on the same flight as me, I need you to sit with me. Is that okay? I mean, I have no problem sitting next to you, but what if the flight's full? She's like, oh no, trust me. Whoever's sitting next to me, I'll make a move. I need you to sit next to me because some disgusting guy is going to end up sitting next to me. That's what's going to happen, I promise you. So they call our flight, and we both get up, and we're in this long, ridiculously long line. She's right in front of me. We get up to the gate. She hands them her boarding pass. They scan it. She walks on. I hand him my boarding pass. And this one skinny guy off to the side with oversized security clothes steps out like, excuse me, sir. I need to randomly search you. And I'm just like, on an island where it's 90% black people, I'm still the guy who gets randomly searched. How is this possible? So we both get on the plane. She walks ahead, finds her seat, and goes in, and she has a window seat. Now, I'm looking at my ticket, and I'm 2 rows behind her to the left. So the way I'm sitting, the chairs are like this. And my eyes just see over, and I'm looking at the back of her head. So she's turning around and looking at me, and then she's looking at the door, looking back at me. Door, me, door, me. So the door closes, and she stands up. She's like, okay, there's nobody else here. Come on, let's go. It's her at the window, and I come and sit right next to the airplane girl. This is so borderline awkward, because the entire plane is full. Like, I'm looking around, every seat is taken, but your row is completely empty. Anytime you're flying back into the States, you have to fill out custom papers. So the stewardess walks by, hands me and her custom papers, and I'm signing my stuff, and she looks down at it, and she's like, that is not your birthday. I'm like, July 10th, that's my birthday. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, it is. I take out my wallet, show her my ID. She's like, that's my birthday. That can't be your birthday. When she says that, I'm just like, okay, you're a liar. There's no humanly possible way that we have the same birthday. So she takes out her passport, shows it to me. Guess what it says? July 10th. At this point, me thinking back on the coincidences, okay, you know, just randomly starts talking to this girl. We happen to be on the same flight. Now the person I'm sitting next to on this full plane has an empty row, and we have the same birthday. Coincidence? Maybe. But maybe not. Too many coincidences going on right now. So the flight's starting to go on, and we're chit-chatting, and then she finally says, so do you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, no, no girlfriend. You got a boyfriend? She's like, no, no boyfriend. So I explained what happened with my last girlfriend, and she was like, oh my god, that's what happened to me! And then she asked me, so I have a question. What was that magazine you were reading back at the gate? And I'm like, oh, my massage magazine? She's like, oh, that's crazy. I thought you were looking at porn. No, I'm not looking at porn in a public airport. Is that the kind of guy you would want to force to sit next to you on an airplane? She's like, well, no, I mean, you know, after talking to you, you seem like a sweet guy, so that's why I'm asking, because it didn't seem like you were the kind of guy to look at porn in public. So she's like, oh, so you know how to give really good massages. I want a massage. I can't give you a massage here. We're on a plane. I mean, trying to give you a massage right now is like, and the analogy I came up with off the top of my head was, is like trying to play full court basketball, 5-on-5, in a 1-room shack. And she's like, I love doing that. I love playing 5-on-5 basketball. And as she's saying that, she takes off her sweater. And she has this open back top on. I know some of you guys have seen the tops, like the girls wear to the club. They look very South Beach-ish, where it's like a butterfly or something really big design on the front, and it's just 2 little strings that go around the back. That is what this girl had on. And she takes off her sweater. She's like, I love playing basketball in a 1-room shack. And I'm looking at this girl, and in my head, I see the top. I see a lot of flesh. Back is open, and this is perfect for massaging, coincidentally. And I'm thinking, what are the odds out of the blue random? This is just too much for my brain to consume right now. I can't digest all of this. So a part of me is like, dude, you are an idiot if you pass up this opportunity right now, okay? So she's sitting here and I'm sitting here. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe you could, I mean, because you can't lay down up against that window and I massage your back. So maybe you like put your head on my lap and I could massage you that way. She's like, okay. And she bundles up her sweater, puts it on my lap, and then puts her face down in my lap. And I start to massage her. Now, it looks like she's not wearing a top at this point because of the way she's laying. And in that very instant, the stewardess walks by. And this is her walking by, and she looks down, she's like, oh! And keeps on walking. Now, I see her, like I look up and see her, and I really can't explain, like, hey, she's not topless in my lap. I'm just, I didn't even say any of that. I just let her walk by, let her think whatever it is that she wanted to think. But the guy that's 1 row ahead of us saw her reaction and turns around, and then he sees us, and this dude just started staring. I'm talking cold, hard lock stare, just like. And I'm trying to stare back to let him know, like, dude, you know, you're over there, but you're invading my personal bubble right now. But this dude was just like, he's diagonal from us looking back. Dude is not flinching. Me sitting, her head, lap, naked back, hands all over. So the guy ahead of me sees the guy turned around staring, and then he starts looking, so I look up now, and between the crack of the two chairs ahead of me, I just see this. So now he's staring at us, and this guy's staring at us, and I'm just like, how do I find myself in these positions? Like, so, all right, I'm not going to hold back on this girl. Like, I'm going to give her a good massage. You know, I'm talking all this big talk, I'm walking around with massage books. I'm going to show her the business. So I'm giving her a good massage. She has her headphones in. Okay, so she's listening to her iPod, and then she starts making these sounds. And you know, because she had her headphones in, she really didn't hear herself making these sounds, but I think some of the people around us did. I love my life. So as I'm massaging her, I'm just thinking to myself, is this real? Like, am I really here? Is this really happening? Like, is all this real? Like, a model? She falls asleep for about 30 minutes. So she sits up, and then it gets even better, because this girl actually has a brain in her head, because, you know, I know the stigma is models, they're dumb. We start talking about religion, we start talking about all kind of stuff, just like social topics, and we start talking about all kind of stuff. So she's like, so you've only been with one girl? Like, I figure a guy like you had just been sleeping around all over the place. I mean, because, you know, you're kind of cute. And I'm like, actually, you know, I've had a girlfriend, but we didn't sleep together. Because, you know, doing the whole Christian thing, waiting until marriage. And she's like, wow, you are so much hotter right now. I didn't really know what to say at the time, so we just continued on the conversation. So she pulls out her itinerary. She's like, I only have 15 minutes to get to the plane before it takes off in the connecting flight to go to LA. So if I miss this flight, I gotta stay in Miami, and I need you to stay with me. I'll get a hotel room, I'll pay for it and everything. You don't have to pay for anything. I got it covered. And that's when it hit me, and I was like, okay, that's it. I see it. When we go to this room in Miami, there's going to be 5 guys there waiting for me with masks on, and they're going to jump me and take my wallet and maybe steal my identity. I guess our conversation about religion might have put you at ease, but people just aren't that trusting these days, so I was a little bit on guard from that point on. So our flight lands, and this girl books. She's like, grab your stuff, let's go. So we get to her plane, and she stops, and she's like, okay, I made it. A little part of me was like, hug this girl, just hug. But I just stuck out my hand, and we shook hands. I got the email, I got the AIM, I got all that. So a few months later, I upload Airplane Girl Part 1 and Airplane Girl Part 2. And she actually has a boyfriend at this time. And the boyfriend sees Airplane Girl Part 1 and 2, and guess what he does? He breaks up with her. Over that. Over a video, people. This is the extended remix part, because none of this was in the first one, because this all happened after the first one came out. And this was actually all happening because the first one came out. So, current boyfriend of Airplane Girl, if you somehow see this, don't go tripping out like her last boyfriend did, because we're all adults here. Alright, so it's all happened in the past. It's just past stories. I know because you're hearing it now, it seems like it's current. Me and Airplane Girl are just friends. No more.